live here, just hours away in the end of 2012. It is the Etc.Show with, who else? Paul Pease. That's me. So, you know what? I gotta tell you, gotta forgive me. I took a little holiday hiatus for about 2 weeks, except, of course, for the little Charlie Brown Christmas book reading that I did, the 23rd. Let's see. You know, I know it's pretty cliched to go off and do year-end in review. I mean, let's face it, like every TV station does it, every magazine pretty much does it. Well, you know what? Why the hell can't I do it, right? Of course, guess what? I had the stomach flu about a week or two ago, so I finally, for the first time in 2-3 weeks, am drinking coffee again. Yay, courtesy, sponsored or maybe not sponsored by Waffle House. For you northern people up there, you don't have Waffle Houses, at least not in my neck of the woods, in Harvard, Capron, Poplar Grove. You don't have Waffle Houses. I think the closest one in Illinois is Jacksonville. That's way south. So I have a Waffle House in the next town over. They're okay. They're nothing fantastic. But, I don't know. I like them better than IHOP and Denny's. How about that? How about that? So Waffle House, if you want to sponsor me anytime, that's beautiful. Until then, here I am. So, year 2012. Such a weird year. Such a really weird year in my life. How do I explain this? It could have been worse. Could have been a hell of a lot worse. Well, let's see. How do I even start this? I don't know. I'm still working at the same job that I've been working at all year, you know, and in this Obama economy, I'm glad to have work. Let's put it that way. So I really can't complain about that. Went off and, well, how do I explain this? I guess I almost made one of the biggest mistakes in my life this summer. For some of you people that maybe paid attention on my Facebook, in July, at the end of July, I was supposed to be, what? Betrothed. That's right. And even though that caused me weeks of agony, heart-wrenching, whatever, I can let it go. I really can, and I'm proud of that I can finally let it go. And I realized I would have made a real big mistake because, let's face it, if the person doesn't want me, screw it. You know, I'm going to be almost 46, which, you know, is almost near the half. It's close to 50. You know, I still have a couple of years. But I think I read somewhere on Facebook where it says that if you're age 50 and older, you're allowed to not have to change, you know, because you're pretty much going to be set in your ways at age 50. And, well, you know, obviously the person involved did not think I was, quote, worthy enough of them. Well, you know, that's fantastic. Whatever. You know, I've been married twice, for some of you people that don't know. First one was 4 years and married a whore. I didn't realize that at the time, but that's what she was. And then the second wife was a gold digger. And it turned out she cheated on me too. So, you know, I guess, you know, what am I going to do? I finally have been able to learn that they were idiots, and maybe I was an idiot too. Well, no, I know I was an idiot for marrying both of them. Because the first one I married because I had low self-esteem back in 85. Oh, excuse me, I got married in 87, but I knew her since then. And then the second one, I thought I could be super dad. Boy, was I stupid. Yeah. So, you know, I admit my own mistakes. Because nobody else is going to do it. You know, I could point fingers all day at other people, but it all comes down to what did I do wrong, or what could I have done? And woulda, shoulda, couldas. There's really nothing much you can do about it now, can you? And like I said, I'm middle-aged, and that's just how it is. So, like I said, almost made another big mistake in my life. I still keep tempted to move. That feeling has not ended for me yet. I'm still hoping to do that by the fall of 2013. But you know what? Wherever I end up, whether it be Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is a little bit south of here, Central Illinois could be another option. Southern Wisconsin is another option. Not entirely sure where yet, but I'm working on it. It takes time. Everything takes time. So, but needless to say, wherever I land, I'll still keep doing this show. You know, I'll have new audiences and stuff. So, you know, I think we touched on some things this year. A lot of what I would call stupid news that, well, was way too real, wasn't it? It was way too real. And then, let's see, did a few outdoor episodes, if you guys remember that. Since I did the Lake Atalanta episode 29, the rest of it was torn down as of last week. So I'm glad we were able to be there when we could. Let's see, what else? Let's see. I'm glad to have, you know, my health relatively, except for December was pretty bad. I'll admit, I had a few things go wrong during that whole month. I was not happy of that. Let's pray, knock on wood, that nothing else stupid happens real soon here for me, or my kids for that matter. And, you know, I miss Katie and Michael. You know, they're out in their little respective worlds. Katie's still trying to recover from the snowstorm that was down in the Little Rock area, and hopefully her and Liam will be just fine on that. And Michael's being busy in his world, and my other three here are busy too in their own little worlds. But you know what? I'm proud of them too, and I love them all. And even if I were to die tomorrow, you know, next week, next month, next year, I love my kids. That's all there is to it. And I tried to be the best dad I could be with what I had. I think my 2013 New Year resolution, if you want to call it that, is going to be to stop thinking about the past so damn much that it just hurts more than it did when it happened in the first place, right? Something about something from Lion King is popping up here for me, but I can't remember the catchphrase. But that's pretty much what it's about. Let's see. I still would like to go work in radio. I think that is a viable option. There's a possible job opportunity that I'm going to explore here in the next couple weeks that could be coming out in the next town down. I hope that works out one way or another. Also, let's see what else. Oh, one last thing about 2012 that I want to throw out before I go into this show's future, which then will probably be the end of this episode for this year. Look, I purposely another reason why I kind of did not say anything for the last couple weeks is I really needed to have a thought process in my head to the last topic of 2012 that I really want to talk about. It's already old news, but I am talking about the Newtown, Connecticut school shooting, that rampage that happened where this wacko went into the school and killed 20 children and 6 adults. And of course, because this happened, this carnage happened, everybody is going up in arms about gun bans. Here's my take on the whole entire thing. First of all, I believe in the adage that guns don't kill people. It's crazy people that kill people. Now, does that mean, I know you're thinking here going, well, wait a minute, Paul. You know, what about the police and the military and That stuff. Security guards. No, they are not crazy people. Well, at least I'd like to think 90% of them aren't, okay? What I'm getting at is in this world, there's crazy people. There's people that are a little unhinged. There's people that maybe are normally okay, but something snaps. Take it from a man who, has had his bouts of depression and has been through anger management when I needed it 20 years ago. People are people. There is really no such thing as normal. There isn't, but there is mental illness. There is, whether it's small or major. And the crazy people that can get a hold of any weapon, legally or illegally, with a premeditated or maybe just a sudden burst of, hey, guess what? I'm going to take a few people out, and I don't care if I die along with them, whether it be self-inflicted or from the cops. What I'm getting at in all of this is this. There is a Constitution here in the United States. For how long? I'm not sure. There's going to be a new episode that I'm posting in the next week or two about something you guys are not going to be looking forward to. I know it would be this episode, but I just still need to do more research. But as long as we still have a Constitution in the United States, the Second Amendment, of course, has right to bear arms. And look, this is part of the risk. In having that, it's not a given. Okay? Thank God that we have the Constitution for what it is. This is our framework of our society and our government. This is what the American people, this was the foundation, the building block. Okay? And, it's almost 2013. You can't start taking away this stuff now. They're going to try. The government is going to try, okay? Because of the assault gun ban that they are attempting to do. But it's not going to just stop there. If that gets passed, then they'll take away your handguns and your shotgun rifles. Okay? Some people hunt for food, for legitimate. The hunt for sport, never been a big fan of. But you know what? If you're poor and you got a shotgun and you're going to go shoot some deer or something else like that, go do it. You need to feed your families. That's important, okay? That's obvious. Handguns, you got to protect yourself from, burglars and other former criminals. You got to protect yourself. I don't blame you. I may end up starting to do this too. Here's the thing, people. There shouldn't be a gun ban. Even if there was a gun ban, you're still going to have the criminals that have the guns. You're going to have crazy people that can still get a hold of guns. That's what the hell the underworld is. That's your black market. The guns are still going to come to them. It may be slightly harder, but it's still going to happen, and you can't get around it. So I'm sorry for the 20 kids, okay, and the 6 adults. That shouldn't have happened. I think the thing that should happen, now that this has happened, is one of two things. See, in the state of Illinois, okay, at least as of when I lived there in 2007, you couldn't enter a school building once school was in session because the doors would automatically lock. And the only time anybody that was not a student or teacher could get into the building is if they were buzzed in by a camera, okay? They saw you, they asked you what the heck you were there for. Now, okay, fine, that's not foolproof either, but that was part, okay, of a deterrent. Another thing that I actually honestly think would make sense is you go off and you take your veterans, your ex-military that are mentally competent and physically competent, and put them in the schools. Okay? I don't see any harm with that. In fact, I honestly think that that would be an extra line of protection. And of course, if that is not viable, then either the principal or 1 to 2 teachers per school should be trained in concealed carry permits. I hate to say this, this looks like it's just a done deal. Something needs to be done to protect the kids. Maybe the crazy people will think twice knowing that there's a couple people in the school that probably have a gun and could possibly do you in before you even attempt to try to kill anybody. That makes sense to me, don't you think? So let's leave it at that on that one. Don't take away the Second Amendment. Train the proper people. Screen the people, the crazy people better. Maybe we'll have ourselves a little bit more safer country, but yet still have our constitutional gun rights, okay? All right, that's the end of my soapbox on that part. So here's what I want to mention. 2013, I'm hoping we're going to have ourselves a better year here on this show. I still only have 39 subscribers. You know, I need more than this, okay? You guys are on the ground level of this. Coming between now and spring, speaking of guns, I'm hoping to have a gun safety episode. I'm going to go out in the field for that one. I actually have a couple outdoor episodes hopefully between now and the end of spring. Also, hopefully my website will be up and running by the end of spring. Yeah, I'm going to start having a website hopefully. I got some friends of mine. We're going to try to do this. And possibly by summer, television show. I mean, possibly real TV show, cable show. Down here, I'm hoping we're still trying to, you know, dot the I's and cross the T's. Also, I have put out feelers to rock bands, certain bands that are nationally known and even state known here for possible potential interviews. That has been started this week. So we could actually start branching out a little bit here. I'm almost 46 years old, but yet I have the talk show bug. I want to have my own talk show, damn it. And I don't care how I get it, because you know I'll tell you the truth. That's what I've done all this time. Educate and entertain. That's why God put me on this planet. Till next week, when it's 2013, take care, God bless, and go eat at a Waffle House if you got a chance. Wink.